everybody.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Delphi Live. I'm Roy, and this is Val. So I brought Val back again, right? But today we're going to be talking about Glaskolben, which is one of Val's specialties.
They're just like blown ornaments, little blown ornaments. So we also have a really cool furnace where Roy and Isabel teach. For us, sometimes some of this is a little bit more user-friendly, to do at home.
Sure.
So not many of us are going to get a big giant furnace that blows 24/7 in our basement. Yeah. But so they come, I'll show you how they come. They come a box of these, and I think there's 10 or 12.
So what a deal then, right? Paying for 10 and get 12.
Yes. And so it's just a glass vessel with, we call it a pipe on it. And so the way, if you've seen any of these, you can see a lot of these that are already blown, and there's some up there, have color in them. And so what we do is we put some colored frit down in this before we blow it. And then as we heat it, the frit sticks to the inside and makes a nice color. So you can mix some colors. So that's how we get the ones that you're seeing out here. But the beauty of it is these are an expansion rate of 90. So it's very compatible with a lot of our fusible glass. I mean, that whole line of 90. So any of you that are fusers and want to give this a try, there's basically no waste, because even if you have something that doesn't turn out at all, you can just lay it on a piece of 90 clear and make yourself a plate or a bowl. And that's
like you did these
that's
right?
what some of these are.
Yeah, I'll grab one of these. I really like this one. Yeah, and if you're not familiar with, I know you said frit earlier, and so if there's some people out there that don't know what frit is, it's really just crushed up sheet glass, right? It comes in different sizes, different grits, so to speak, all the way from a powder to something relatively coarse. I'm not sure. It looks like you like mediums mainly, right? So
yeah,
I see a lot of medium
it does come in different
bit.
coarse. So I'll tell you right now, medium or fine is what you want to use, because it also comes in coarse chunks, and they can be a little too big, and they'll get stuck in the pipe, and then you won't be able to use them. So stick with the medium or the fine.
Have you used powder before? I bet that doesn't work so well.
I think I have, but I'm not I don't want to breathe it.
Yeah, well,
quite honestly.
That's true. I never thought of it that way, right?
I'm not the biggest fan of powder to begin with, and so I wouldn't
let alone sticking it down
recommend.
into a tube, right? Might not be a great idea.
Right. Truly the best torch head for this particular process is this one.
It's called a hot head 2, is the torch head that we're using, and it is. I mean, this is specific. This is made specific for doing flame working. I know a lot of times what I hear from customers they're like, oh, well, I've got one of these in my workshop for hooking to propane or whatever. Not the same thing. They look like they might be the same thing, but these are actually made so that you can melt glass. It allows. I'll show you the torch head here. So it has more holes here on the bottom. That just allows more oxygen to come into the flame, which can affect the color, right, sometimes.
Right.
So we do have a bead making kit, which is really, Val and I were looking at it earlier, and it's pretty nice. It comes with mandrels, which is how they make beads on. It comes with some glass rods, and it comes with this setup. This part is really important too, right? So this is the setup of how you can just hook it to a table. It seems like a simple thing, right? It's a clamp, a hose clamp, there's a vise, and this bent metal. And of course, safety glasses, right? So that's super important. I know Val plans on talking about that in a minute. This is, not that exciting because it's wrapped in bubble wrap, but
it's a surprise.
It's a
graphite paddle.
Graphite paddle, yeah, that was it. And then on the bottom of this box, which I didn't want to pull it out right now, is some fiber blanket, it's called. And I have one, so I just want to grab and show it to you guys real quick. So what we'll use a lot of times is something like this. So this is made up of ceramic fibers, called a fiber blanket. So you can put, your Glaskolben inside there, right? And then just slowly cool them down.
We have a kit with the Glaskolbens too. So you can either buy them in the box, like I just said, and when you buy them in the box, they do come with a packet of the little ornament tops. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to put the frit in the tube. Then I'm going to turn my torch on, and I'm going to go ahead and heat it and blow it. And then we're going to let Roy do one and see how he does.
I was afraid of this.
Just to be able to see it twice too. And then after that, I will break off a few stringer and throw them down in there just because you said you wanted.
I wanted to see that.
Okay.
So.
I'm going to come out. Blow.
I was thinking I should probably have safety glasses.
And then it goes in your blanket, which this is probably not
Oh, that's
big enough, to be honest with you, because it's. Christmas tree ornament tops mostly. And then just put it down, clamp it, let the little legs spread out down in there, and then you've got your little ornament.
Well,
So,
I think that's going to do it
yeah.
for today then, right?
Yep.
So again, if you have any questions or comments, I mean, feel free to reach out to us. You can always get us at Facebook at delphiglass.com, or you can always send us a message on Instagram or YouTube, right?
Right.
Or Facebook, right? So, but I think
They're
we'll be
nodding.
back in a couple of weeks. I'm not entirely sure of the topic, but I think we'll come up with something, maybe Christmassy, perhaps. That's what we're guessing.
Okay.
But we'll see. So
we
thanks
could
for
use that. We could use that
the what?
frit stuff.
I know, like the Christmas frit. That'd be perfect.
That's right. See, we've got stuff we can do.
Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep. Thank you.